Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been getting a lot of questions about my Livescope ice fishing bundle, so I thought it would be easier if I just put a little video together on how I assembled everything. So this is the Garmin EcoMap Ultra 102 SV. I purchased this for the front of my boat for standalone Livescope, and I thought it would be pretty interesting this year if I put a shuttle together and see how it performed out on the ice. So far I'm extremely happy with how it performs out there, just for locating and trying to find some of the sweet spots I used to have to do with maybe a handheld camera, a flasher, traditional sonar, or any of that kind of stuff. So I ordered a shuttle that seemed like it was getting pretty good reviews from a company called Summit Fishing. You can look at their stuff at summitfishingequipment.com, and I'm pretty happy with how everything is assembled. There's a couple things like, when you're running a big battery like this, you got to kind of flip your battery in reverse so that you can easily access the battery posts. I decided to go with a Dakota 23 amp hour just because I wanted to make sure that I at least got 8 to 9 to 10 hours. I got about 9 hours the other day with it, and then she shut down on me. So that's a pretty good amount of time out on the ice for me anyways. And I like the Dakota because I have 3 of theirs for my bass boat to run my Ultrex, and I've been extremely happy with the customer service from Dakota, so I just decided to go with there wasn't really a question for me with how they've treated me in the past, so I decided to get the 23 amp hour once they became in stock. So piecing it together, you need 3 things, or 2 things really. You need to have the Livescope module. It's a GLS 10 black box right here. It's pretty heavy. This isn't a light package at all. Like, it weighs quite a bit. It's not very mobile, but it is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to find fish going right now. You need a unit that's capable. This is the EcoMap Ultra, like I said. This is the LVS 32 that comes with the GLS 10 black box. This is what gives you your full 130 degree beam, I believe it is. Where there is another one that's the LVS 12, which just has, you can either put it in forward and it's a much narrower beam, or directly down, it's a much narrower beam. It just doesn't have all the beams kind of stitched together, and that's what that GLS 10 black box helps to do. And the shuttle itself was very easy to assemble. I had no issues really. I kind of did my own wiring on it. I removed the switch that they gave me because I just wanted to up it to, this is one I got on Amazon. So you can get a good view of the camera there. It's just a standard on and off switch. You can see it power on there. Then I also did a little mod. I put 2 USB ports up here on this side. It's got a little voltage reader. You don't really need that because the voltage comes out on the screen anyway. But that was pretty much the only mods I did. You just really have to make sure that you're putting your GLS 10 black box on a switch. Something I did is I put everything on a switch. So they do sell a power cable that if you're doing like I did and you're taking a summer unit or just a unit that wasn't designed for ice fishing, you can buy a power cable that has the EcoMap Ultra power cable and the GLS 10 black box combined. So it makes it much nicer, neater, and more compact. That's what I ended up doing. So one of the issues I had with the battery, actually, and that's why I moved it to the front, is I couldn't really get at my post connections with this power cable in the way here. So that's why I flipped it around to the front. And when you see when I do the video with the actual Summit extra large bag that I ordered, it doesn't have a rear port for you to actually charge, so flipping this front all the way down didn't really seem like too accessible to me, so I much liked having those connection ports out in the front. So I also attached the arm attachment. This is a separate accessory here. A lot of times I just attach a GoPro to that to do some filming. See what, it's kind of a nice little accessory. You can also put the arm, the post mount in there. So here's the bag. I got the extra large bag from Summit Fishing. And this is probably the one thing where I felt they could have improved a little bit, is that in order to open it, first off, it's got these small little Velcros that don't even hold in the wind when you flip this back. And the only Velcro to flip it to is way up here. So that thing kind of just hovers in the wind. A lot of times I just end up folding it around and I tuck it in this pocket. But it never stays in there. I kind of just leave it hang in the back like that. But see what I mean, how it doesn't really have anywhere to charge in the back. It's just one big flap, the whole entire thing. These Velcros, they work and they keep your unit in there, but I feel like they could have probably, for what the bag's over about $100, I believe it is. They could have made those maybe a little heavier duty or add to them so that it really holds them in place. The pockets seem to be really great, great quality. I really like the pockets. I keep a lot of my GoPro accessories in one, and then what I end up doing is my transducer goes right through the back, and I tuck it in the side right here, so that it doesn't get damaged in that transducer shield from Summit that I have. So that's the bag. Pretty good bag, but like I said, they could have done a couple different modifications to it that I found would have made it just a little bit more friendly. Like maybe cut it somewhere in here, zip it up to here, and then have a rear back port so that you can lift it up and charge it. I don't have the regular large bag, so maybe that's the design of the large bag. Because I'm running the 102, I needed the extra large from what was going off of on their website. So guys, this is the Summit pole mount. You can see I use the tripod, this sits over the top of the hole in the ice. Everything lines up in this little groove here, so it's kind of well designed so that it always makes sure that your transducer is facing the way the handle. Kind of a really cool design, really happy with it, kind of well built. Just got to be careful with this here. I lost the cap off the top, and that part was kind of weird. They didn't really fit it in well, but really make sure that if you're gonna grab it and hold it by this here, make sure that you got this really cinched on there. A lot of times I prefer to carry it from the pole itself. Just if you're ever to drop that, and then you drop your transducer on the ice, you can run into a lot of problems. So here we have the transducer cover I bought. It's made of like a hard plastic. It's better than nothing. I kind of bought that just for security. It's protect your LVS 32. I just thought with how expensive those transducers are, better to be safe than sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.